Rocking out with Esther.
Yeah.
All right, people want to see more Esther on the channel, so you're going to introduce the next clip. You ready?
Am I going to introduce the next clip?
We have an S2000 with a blue OEM soft top.
We do?
Yes, and we also have a friend's Mustang GT that came in for a Corsa exhaust.
We do?
Doing a good job. And then finally, we have a special guest to come and look at the Integra. Can you guess who it is?
We do. We have a special guest who's going to come and look at the Integra. Can you guess who it is?
She did great, didn't she? We'll see you on the next clip, Esther.
Okay, bye.
So another one of those simple jobs that is so important, the good old oil change. Of course, it does have the Honda filter, which is good. We always use the Honda OEM filter. You've seen that in our videos, but I can't tell you how important it is to change your oil. You're not saving long-term money by stretching the oil changes. And one other note right here, I once put a post on Instagram and said, how long do you wait for your oil? Do you wait while that turns to a short stream or to a drip or completely stop? Actually kind of interesting, so many people think the same. Very many OCD people that are really into their cars will wait for that to completely stop dripping before they add the drain plug back in. So this car is pretty much done. We're going to be changing the oil, putting it down, taking it for one more test drive, make sure everything was happy, and call the customer. And this is going to go back to South Carolina.
It's May 13th, 2020 at 9:56 a.m.
So we're not talking about the future. That's the date that it needs to be changed. George just filling out the little oil change sticker. We'll put it right in the middle of the windshield so you can't not look at anything else.
Right about there.
Perfect.
So you
right.
always know.
That's it, right in your center line. So he can keep track of his oil changes. We'll take it for one more test drive, just double check it, everything is good. But 91,000 miles on this car, which is considered pretty low for an S2000 these days, that don't really have any inherent problems. Basic maintenance will take care of pretty much anything that could go wrong with these cars. So you can see now in the light, it's kind of bright. All right, now you see it out in the natural light. It looks pretty good, right? What do you think? Do you like it? It kind of looks, I don't know what year. Those Jaguars back in the day had a similar color scheme. It looks, I think it looks good. Comment below, let us know if you like it. Again, it is a Honda top. It is an option. If it's something you're interested in, contact us, and this is something we can add to your list. It's actually not too bad for a stock car, is it? It's got a little bit of a rumble to it.
Yeah, that's why sometimes I think, I'm like, I wonder if it's an aftermarket already.
It'd be interesting. It sounds louder than what I'm used to on a stock Mustang. It'd be interesting. Well, we're gonna cut back to taking it apart. We'll put it on the lift. We'll get a good look at the underneath. We'll see what it looks like, and then we'll put it side by side, the new exhaust, which we will talk about. Alright, so now we have the Mustang up in the air. We were actually trying to figure out if this had a aftermarket exhaust because it sounded kind of loud for factory, but looking at this, that's 100% stock right there. Everything looks untouched. We've got the huge resonator in the middle, and it splits into the two mufflers. It's got the extra subframe here, which has to be removed to get the exhaust down, but yep, that's just factory exhaust right there. So let's get this off. We'll compare it to the new exhaust that's going on there. Alright, so the new exhaust is a Corsa. That's the part number for 15 and up Mustang GTs. So let's get this open, let's take a look, and we'll see where about it actually attaches. I think it's going to go right after that second pipe off the cap. Pretty sure it's going to join right here. Leaves these two down pipes intact.
Need to take these, but I'm gonna take them down anyway. I think these just hold the two together.
So this is the Corsa. We just have it laid out. I'm gonna show you around it real quick. We'll remove the stock one and put it side by side so you can see it. This is a dual 3-inch system with the double X. This really does smooth out the tone. The X kind of balances the tones. Having a double X smooths it out that much more, gives it a really cool, smooth tone. So So this is the double X. It's all designed to slip together, and it does fit the factory system. As you see, this is a dual 3-inch. It comes with these reducers here. This is the size of the factory system, so it does step up quite a bit. This looks about 2 1/4 inch. I'll get a measurement of that, but this is designed so it will fit onto the factory system. In the event you go to the next stage, you would remove these, you would do the long tube headers, and you would attach right to this, so it'd be a true 3-inch system as opposed to having the step downs. So one of the best things about this system is the muffler. Corsa has their own muffler. These are upside down, by the way. One thing to note is this little tiny hole here. That is to let condensation out. Often you'll see water dripping out of here so it doesn't damage the inside of the muffler. So these are flipped, but again, comes with the nice Corsa tips. But this is their unique muffler. It gives you the sound when you're on the gas heavy, but cruising, it's got a real nice smooth sound. It's not raspy, it's not drony. This is a patented system. I'll see if I can link the picture of the inside. It's got a really unique core. It's not just your typical straight through design that you see on most of the mufflers out there. So the new exhaust is on. Let's get it on the ground, take a look, and we get some sound clips. So you can see the branding right there. We ended up welding those tips on because the clamps allowed the tips to move too much and they wouldn't line up correctly in the hole. So rather than having the tips look a little off, we welded them that way they're exactly even, and they do look good. All right, let's go ahead and get a cold start first, see what it sounds like, and then we'll let it warm up or rev it a little bit. Up, it's up to temperature. Let's go ahead and hear it, do the same test as we did last night. It's got all the right sounds. It does the popple and the cracks. It definitely beefier than before. Now it sounds like a muscle car. That sounds awesome. All right, can't wait to get some feedback from the owner now. He's gonna love this thing. All right, so we got an 06 from Canada. Now, I get asked this all the time. What is your favorite year S2000? 06 and up. But don't push the easiest, but it is my favorite year. So you know a lot of the differences. Obviously the AP2 has the newer bumper, newer taillights. There's a few other things. I'm not gonna do the comparative AP1, AP2, second version, anything like that. But the newer headlights I like, the newer bumper I like. Of course the 06 is drive-by-wire, which means we can program it any which way we want, not just for programming for boost. We can adjust the throttle sensitivity and the relation between your pedal and the throttle plate. If you don't know what I'm talking about, do a quick Google search. It has been covered a lot, but I like that. Also, the interior is the nicest of the interiors. So look how nice this is under here. This looks like it rolled off the showroom floor. It is absolutely spotless under here. This is a perfect example of an S2000 right here. Now when I say example, of course a very, very low mileage, well kept S2000. They are getting kind of hard to find with the low miles because they are a driver's car, which is a good thing. As much as we want to see one with 3,000 miles in a garage, it's actually nice to own these cars and drive them. I mean, even the valve cover, you've seen so many of our videos with the valve covers that get in pretty bad shape. This looks absolutely perfect. This is something we see a lot, by the way. You see the kind of discoloring in the airbox. Kind of like has a shiny section. Something we see, I think it's just the plastic, the way it deforms over time, or the heat does something to it. It's something real common. We get asked that occasionally. What is going on with the airbox? Why does it discolor? Is it a heat thing? One of the things we're going to do here is a serpentine belt, just because of its age. Not so much the mileage, but the age. It is rubber, it does dry rot over time. And it's one belt that runs everything, so it's a good idea to replace that before it actually breaks. Alright, so our list is all checked off. The customer did supply his own belt, so we didn't charge for that. That's a pretty easy install, so we're not gonna sell him on that. This car is done, and again, look how beautiful this thing is. One of the tiny things we had to do, the valve cover and spark plug cover, does look so nice, but we had to add our stainless bolts. I just like the way they look. It kind of ties the whole thing together. Also shows you that we wear in there. Fluids all nice and clean. I mean, look at that. That's how we like to see them. Again, a beautiful car. Probably, I always say this, probably one of my favorites. The 06 and up in red. If one of these fell into my lap, I'd probably end up wanting to get it again. But this car, real quick, let me just show you the miles of this car. 47,000 miles, which is low, but it's enough that it's being driven. It's still in really good shape. Look at the top. It's the factory Honda top. It's the first top. All the wear spots. Still looks nice, very well taken care of. So that one's done. Let's get on to the next one. So real quick, we're going to do an upcoming series on the Integra, like a full build. But for right now, we're going to do a quick review, and who do I think of when I come to reviewing a car?
Hey guys, what's up? It's your Ready from Rady's Rides, here with John
This
from
guy.
LHT Performance.
He'll do it for you.
Yes, definitely. He is giving me the task, if I should say, of reviewing not only his baby, but also taking it for a drive, and I cannot wait, and it's definitely an honor, John.
I appreciate it. I've known Joe a long time, and we're friends, and I'm not saying this just because he's here.
Yeah. Maybe you are, I don't know.
Well, maybe when this goes off, I'll tell you the real. Tell you about it. But what I like is his own bias. We just talked about this. He's not a Ford guy or a Honda guy or a Toyota guy. He likes what he likes, and I like the fact that when he reviews stuff, if there's something on, not just this car, but a new car, if he doesn't like the way they do a grill or the way they do this, it tells you, so you kind of get that honest opinion.
Exactly. And you got to be real. People don't want, there's no 100% perfect car.
No.
And it's like, every car has this little thing, but I'm a car guy, and that's what's awesome at the end of the day.
So you like what you like, and whether it's a brand or not,
exactly.
That's what you like.
Exactly.
But this is going to be coming up. He's going to do a full review when it is out. I will link this video too, but keep an eye out. Check out his channel. You know
Rady's Rides.
He's all over. He does, I mean, he just did Chicago.
Yeah. I was at the Chicago Auto Show. We do every make, every model, exotics, muscle cars, imports, and everything in between.
Anything. If it's a car, he's into it.
Yes.
He likes it.
That's right.
That's awesome. Keep an eye out for him, and we'll see you on the next video. Don't forget, hit the subscribe. And hit the subscribe for Joe, too. What do you think? Does it sound good?